high school with a colorful rivalry, a Fijian chief and politician, and an archbishop of Peg and Serbian patriarch. Hello everybody, this is Rob, and this is exciting, I know. And exciting, I know, we attempt to try to get you naturally curious so that you want to further explore the world around you by providing you with small, hopefully entertaining tidbits of knowledge and interesting facts, and we hope that you take that, and we hope that you take your own learning and go forward with your own learning, and you try to learn more. That is the point of this podcast, and my name is Rob, and I'm going to how are we going to do this? Well, we are going to do this by reading random articles on Wikipedia for about 15 minutes. I can promise you a few rules. The podcast will remain mostly PG-13. I will butcher most of the names, and I will most likely not read the sidebars unless there's interesting or pertinent information. If an article takes less time than 15 minutes to read, we will switch to another article, and we will keep reading until we reach the 15-minute mark. Let me get my timer here set up. And I'm looking at the sun because I need to take care of a chicken today. It's rather late. But let's see, I got my timer ready, and we are on Wikipedia. So, why do I do that? Okay. Hopefully this is a good one. Okay, not too bad. And start the timer. Leominster High School. Leominster High School, also known as Leominster High or LHS, is a public high school located in Leominster, Massachusetts, United States. It is the only secondary educational institution found in Leominster. It is situated 26 acres in the 110,000 meters squared in the western area of Leominster as of April 2015. Leominster High School had an enrollment of about 2,000 students in grades 9 through 12. Okay, just a second. Motto, go big blue. History. The original site for Leominster High School was located at the Carter Building. Located on West Street in Leominster, this building served as a public high school from 1909 to 1963. It later served as a junior high school and is currently vacant. The current location of Leominster High School is located at 122 Granite Street, was opened in the fall of 1963 and has since undergone major renovations both in 1977 and 1990. Speaking of athletes, we have learned from our sports team debacle yesterday, and we will not read tables. General information. Leominster High School comprises 2 units. It has an academic unit and a trade school, which is known as the Center for Technical Education Innovation, abbreviated CTEI. The majority of students are enrolled in the academic unit, although CTEI participation has been growing in recent years. Collectively, these 2 units are referred to as Leominster High School. In 2002, LHS had an enrollment of 1,802 students, including freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors. LHS has now an enrollment of approximately 2,000 students. Leominster currently offers 12 advanced placement courses, 21 honors level courses, and 12 vocational shops. Leominster High is accredited by the New England Association of Colleges and Secondary Schools. Athletics. Leominster High School is a participant in Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association. The varsity football squad represented Central Massachusetts in the Division I Super Bowl in 2005, 2006, 2007, 2011, and 2012, losing the first 3 games to the Lasers of Longmeadow. They, however, beat St. John's Shrewsbury in 2011 off the season with a 10-game winning streak. The football team also participates yearly in the Thanksgiving Day game against Fitchburg. This annual rivalry is the second oldest high school Thanksgiving rivalry in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. The Thanksgiving high school rivalry of Wellesley and Needham being older by 2 years. Doyle Field, the school's sports complex located in downtown Leominster, underwent a major renovation from 2005 to 2006. Since the 2004 to 2005 football season in Leominster is currently 3-2 against Fitchburg. The only 2 losses are from 2008. Excuse me. Thanksgiving game and the Division II Central MA playoff game in 2014. In addition to football, the school offers cross-country, field hockey, girls and boys soccer, volleyball, girls and boys basketball, ice hockey, girls and boys swimming, indoor track, outdoor track, girls and boys lacrosse, girls and boys tennis, softball and baseball. Leominster High is also home to the Marching Blue Devils under the direction of band director Barry Hudson. The band plays at all of the high school's home football games. They also perform at the city's patriotic events, including the Memorial Day and Veterans Day ceremonies. Most of Leominster's athletic teams play their home games against the high school itself or at the Doyle Field complex. The ice hockey team plays its home games in the neighboring Fitchburg at the Wallace Civic Center. Recent renovations have occurred at Doyle Field. The track is not being resurfaced and will be torn up in the next few years. This will leave the Leominster school track team, which already cannot have home meets because of the poor condition of the track, without a practice track. Noticeable alumni: Herbert Reiner Jr., 33, American diplomat who captured Mahatma Gandhi's killer in New Delhi, India, January 1948. James Nachtwey, 66, award-winning war photographer. R.A. Salvatore, 77, well-known science fiction novelist. Mark Osowski, 81, former NBA assistant coach for New Orleans Hornets, then Charlotte Hornets, the Golden State Warriors, and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Marcus Schultz, music producer of 87, Paul Di Giovanni, 06, guitarist and pop-punk band Boys Like Girls. Frank Novak, American football coach. Diego Gundes, professional soccer player for the New England Revolution. Adrian Nicole LeBlanc, American journalist, recipient of the MacArthur Fellowship. Matt Kelly, drummer for the Dropkick Murphys. Next article. Josiah Tavaikia. Ratu Sir Josiah Tavaikia, KBE 1931 to 17th November 1997, was a Fijian chief and politician who served as one of two vice presidents of Fiji from 1990 until his death in 1997. From 1990 to 1999, Fiji had two vice presidents concurrently. Tavaikia, who held the chiefly title of Tui Vuda, or Paramount Chief of Vuda, one of the subdivisions of Ba Province, died on 17th November 1997 at the age of 66. He was succeeded both as Tui Vuda and as vice president by Ratu Josepha E. Loyo. Tavaikia was a civil servant before he ventured into politics, serving as a cabinet minister in the administration of Ratu Sir Kamisi Mara in the 1970s to 1980s. He was well known for his efforts to improve the livelihood of the people in the Ba province during his tenure as Minister for Forests. Tavaikia negotiated with landowners to lease marginal land with little use for any agricultural development to the Fiji Pine Commission and later Fiji Pine Limited. Next article. Arsenije III Cernojevic. Arsenije III Cernojevic, Serbian Kralik. Not gonna try. 1633 to Vienna, 27th October 1706, was the Archbishop of Pec and Serbian Patriarch from 1674 to his death, in 1706 and 1689. During the Habsburg Ottoman War, 1683 to 1699, he sided with the Habsburgs. Upon their temporary occupation of Serbia in 1690, he left the patriarchal monastery of Pec and led the great migration of Serbs from Ottoman Serbia into the Habsburg monarchy. There he received three charters, the Serbian privileges of 1690, 1691, and 1695, granted to him by Emperor Leopold I, securing religious and ecclesiastical autonomy of Eastern Orthodoxy in the Habsburg monarchy. In the meanwhile, after restoring their rule in the Serbian lands, Ottomans allowed the appointment of a new Serbian patriarch, Kalinic I, 1691 to 1710, thus creating a jurisdictional division with the Serbian Orthodox Church. Until death in 1706, Patriarch Arsenije remained the head of Serbian Orthodox Church in Habsburg lands, laying the foundation for the creation of an autonomous ecclesiastical province, later known as the Metropolitanate of Karlovci. Early life, surnamed Cernojevic, spelled in Church Slavonic as claimed to be a descendant of the medieval Cernojevic family which had ruled the region of Zeta in the second half of the 15th century. He was born in Vajis, hamlet of Cetinje in the old Montenegro, a mountainous region that was never fully conquered by the Ottoman Empire. As a young boy, Arsenije came to live in the patriarchal monastery of Pet, the seat of the Serbian patriarchate of Pek at the time led by Serbian Patriarch Maxim I. There, as he grew older, he was tonsured and ordained a deacon and then a priest, thanks to the good graces of his mentor, Maxim, whom Arsenije later describes as my father and teacher. In 1665, Arsenije became the abbot archimandrite of the Pek monastery. Arsenije was elected as metropolitan of Hivosno. He was consecrated bishop and the metropolitans of the Patriarchal Synod on the Feast of the Ascension in 1669 in Devoisia Monastery. During the following years, he became the main assistant of the aging Patriarch Maxim. In 1674, when Patriarch Maxim fell ill and decided to withdraw from the position, Arsenije was elected Patriarch, probably between Easter and Ascension. Patriarch. In 1673, the new patriarch visited the Serbs in the coastal lands who at the time were subjects of the Republic of Venice. He met with the Catholic Archbishop of Bar, Andrija Zimajevic, who was a Serb and also a member of the noble family who once served the Cernojevici, in order to contact European powers for the protection of Christians under Islamic Turkish rule. He also visited his flock in Bosnia and Herzegovina in 1674, and in Branicevo and Sarem in 1676. In 1677, he went to the Zika monastery, then again to Branicevo. He also visited Smederevo in 1680. All these visits were in order to give spiritual support to the Serbian people who were being oppressed by the Ottomans. In 1682, Arsenije decided to make a pilgrimage to Jerusalem, but before leaving, he paid a visit to Stop. Anyways, I hope you found that interesting and perhaps entertaining. If you would like to help out the podcast, you can follow me on Twitter at Rob Clemens Jr., capital R, capital C, and capital J. And you can follow me on Instagram at Robert Clemens Jr., no case. Thank you for listening and watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.